has given me a unique ability to see what works and what doesn't from multiple perspectives. I don't have to go back to the doctor to report my progress. I am the doctor. What we're currently doing in psychology and psychiatry is taking two very separate things, the anxious thoughts of the mind and the alarmed feeling in the body, and reducing them to one diagnosis, anxiety. Most anxiety treatments have limited success because most treat the anxiety of the mind but neglect the bigger issue, the alarm signals of old trauma stored in the body. There's a story about the organic chemist Frederick August Kekule. He was struggling with finding a chemical formula for benzene, now known to be a 6-carbon ring. Try as he might, he couldn't figure out how the 6 carbons would fit together. Chemical structures were thought to be linear, with the atoms fitting together like the boxcars on a train. Benzene was known to have 6 of these boxcars, but it was also known that the structure could not be linear. One night while dreaming, Kekule had a vision of a snake biting its own tail, leading him to the idea that benzene's structure was not a linear, but a circular one. In a similar manner, I had a vision while on LSD that went against conventional theory. Much of my anxiety was not in my mind, but rather in my body. Traditional therapies were looking in the wrong place. That psychedelic-induced vision has allowed me to develop my own theory upon which this book is based. While this book can't change the pain from your past, it can help you perceive it differently, both in your mind and in your body. When you change your perception of your past, and especially of your quote-unquote self, you change your future. This book is as unique as it is practical, and not just a rehash of conventional therapies that do not work. In my own healing from chronic worry, I've had to become my own doctor, therapist, and shaman. This book is exceptional in its amalgamation of the neuroscientific principles of the mind and the spirit of the body. I spent thousands of hours in scientific training to explain what I found unexplainable in my out-of-mind experiences in India and on psychedelics. What most approaches to treat anxiety miss, and this book addresses specifically, is the critical role of accessing the healing power and wisdom stored in the body. While more medical, mind-based approaches are important and helpful, and I'll address those as well, you'll only fully heal when you commit to a pointed focus on connecting to your body. Finding and soothing the alarm stored in your body is critical to you healing from chronic worry. We need to know what we're treating to have the best treatments. Anxiety is an endless feedback loop of painful feeling in the body and anxious thinking in the mind. Each energizes the other. I'll show you how to break that destructive cycle so you can get back to living your life. Leaving your anxiety behind requires a simple shift in your perception from mind to body, so you get out of the frightening predictions of your mind and into the grounded security of your body. Once you become practiced in this renewal of perception, you may well be able to talk to your doctor about the renewal of your prescription. My father never got off medication, and in fact, it was medication that ultimately killed him. 14 years after that summer day, I watched the ambulance take him away in 1973. It was me who found him, the first of many dead bodies I would see in my medical career. He left a note behind beside his lifeless body that I found on January 12, 1987. The note said, "It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. But I do feel at fault in a way. I could never help him. No one could. He was just too sick. I wasn't even a doctor while he was alive. He died 5 months before I could tell him that I'd gained admission to medical school. I couldn't help my dad with his emotional pain, but I am fully committed to helping you with yours." Introduction to the new edition. With the massive success of Anxiety RX, I'm beyond thrilled to be able to create a second edition for this book. While the principles and theories have not changed, I've used and explained the concept so many times since Anxiety RX was first published in 2020 that my own treatment of anxiety has evolved, and I'm excited to share that deeper understanding with you. I am certain that this new edition will expand upon the healing generated in the first edition with the addition of new techniques and illustrations. This edition will also provide strategies and practices for reducing anxiety at the beginning of the book, so that when sensitive topics are discussed, you'll have tools that will help you right when you need them. I'll start with the story that began the original version of this book.